Good morning, boys and girls. Let's go over page 5 of your weekly packet. Now, the very first, same as always, we're going to be writing the word 6. Now, this one was tricky, and I even had to go look at my picture key. There are 2 fish. One is bigger than the other. I want you to write the word big, big. And then last, we're going to write the word wet. Remember, use the clues about the size box it is to help you write the words. Here's our story. We're going to read this story. There's even an exclamation point, so that's exciting. And then look, we're not filling in any blanks. We're going to read the question and mark the answer. Let's see who does a great job on that, okay? Very last, we're going to read the sentence. We're going to trace the sentence, and then we're going to write the sentence by ourselves. Let's look at the back. Remember, you can pause this if you want to and do the work and then push play again, and then we can do the work together. Numbers, math day 5. Write the missing numbers. How many dots? Write how many of each truck or vehicle, and then do addition. Now look right here. It's a yellow box paper. I need you to do your very best work. This is your critical paper. It is your most important paper of the day. The top of it says, mark the vowels. All you're going to do is mark vowels. Do not worry about any special sounds. Even if you think you see a special sound, don't worry about special sounds. Just mark the vowels. If there's one vowel, you'll make a smile, because when there's one vowel in a word, it usually says it's short sound, and we mark it with a smile. But if there's 2 vowels in the word, the first vowel says it's long sound, and the second vowel is silent. We're just going to mark vowels in this top box. Now, on this section, it says, write the blends you hear at the beginning of the word. We're not going to write the vowel. We're not going to write the first letter. We're going to write the whole blend. That's the first consonant and vowel together. That sound they make together, because a blend is a consonant and a vowel put together and sounded together. All right. Now, this is a B. I hear a long vowel sound. So write the blend you hear, and this is your clue. The vowel will be a long vowel sound. Write the blend you hear at the beginning of the word, B. Pin. Pin. Only write the blend that you hear at the beginning. Duck. Duck. Only write the blend you hear at the beginning. Go ahead and pause the video now if you'd like, and otherwise I'm going to go ahead and keep on working through this paper. All the way at the bottom, we're going to match. Remember, we did this type of activity yesterday on day 4. We're going to do it again. We have special sounds right here, and we're going to draw a line from the special sound that we see to the word it matches. The word that we hear that special sound in. Now, I'm not going to tell you the special sounds, but I think you'll be able to figure those out, especially if I do tell you what the words are. Now, this is a stamp. Stamp. So you're finding the special sound you hear at the beginning of stamp, and you're going to draw a line to it. This one is fries. Fries. Truck. Truck. Plate. Plate. All right. Now I am going to have a video about special sounds. Again, I've already done one, I believe, but I'm going to do another one. So if you need to watch that video about special sounds, you can go ahead and stop this video right now. Go watch that one and then come back, and it might help you with the bottom, okay? Thank you for doing your very best work on that paper. And look, there's nothing on this side you have to do. let's go ahead and go to our number paper. This would be a great time to pause the video, get up, go ask for a drink of water or a snack. Just tell your family that Miss Derry said I can take a little teeny tiny break, but only take a teeny tiny break. And then come back and let's get our work finished for the day, okay? Get it over with so we can have some fun later. Now, if you're ready to begin again, let's get this number paper done. The top is very easy. It is just addition. And most of these are just adding one. Remember, if we're adding one to a number, we know the number is what comes after this one. So 1 plus 4 would be, well, what comes after 4? If I'm adding one more to 4, it would be 5, because 5 is just one more. If I had a plate with 4 cookies on it, and I had one more cookie, it'd be 5 cookies. Now right here, 0 plus 6, that's another one that we have a clue about. Anytime that 0 is in the addition combination, we know the answer is going to be the other number. So 0 plus 6 is 0. And 6 plus 0, oh, did you just hear me? I said the wrong thing. I just said 0 plus 6 is 0. Oh, crazy Mrs. Derry. What should it be? That's right, it should be 6. 0 plus 6 is 6. And 6 plus 0 would also be 6. Now there's another video where I go through all of the addition families and I even sing the song. So if you want, you can go watch that video and you can sing the song with me. You can finish these. Oh, I think I might have heard someone say they saw a double. 3 plus 3 is a double. They're the same numbers added together. What is 3 plus 3? That's right, it's 6. And guess what? Bryson and Braddock are going to turn 6 next month in May. I really hope we're at school for their birthday. Most of our other friends have already turned 6. It's so exciting. You guys are growing up. Now let's go right here. We're going to write the number. We have the number words. And remember, if you need it, you can look at our number words that I sent home. But try to do it without it first. And then you can always get that chart and check your answers like you're the teacher. We're going to write these numbers. And then we're going to move on to clocks. And if you remember from I think 2 lessons ago, Mrs. Derry taught you about time to the half hour. That's when the minute hand is at the bottom of the clock. It's not at the top, so it's not o'clock. It is halfway past that clock. Who remembers what we write if it's half past? We write 30 because 30 minutes have passed since it was o'clock. So I'm going to write that so you can remember what it looks like. First, let's see what the hour is. Let's see. The hour hand is pointing between 8 and 9. The 8 is the one it's really counting as because it's red, so that's a really big clue. But remember, if it's in between 2 numbers, it's always going to be that smaller number because it didn't get to the 9 yet. Let me write the time down. So we know that one's 8. And I'm not going to put 2 zeros because it's not o'clock. That minute hand is pointing at the bottom. That means it's half past 8 or it is 8:30. See how I wrote that? 8:30. Let's do this one. Let's see. The hour hand is pointing to the 2. And the minute hand is pointing to the 12. So that's easy peasy. It is o'clock. That means it's a 0 and a 0. It is 2 o'clock. Let's do the last one. Our hand is in between the 5 and the 6. So I'm going to pick that smaller number. Hasn't gotten to the 6 yet. Still the 5 hour, but it's not 5 o'clock. It's half past 5. So it's 5:30. 30 minutes have passed since it was 5 o'clock. Now on the bottom right here, we're not going to write the number that comes after. We're going to write the number that comes before. That's a little different than what we've been working on. First number is 7. Now what comes before 7? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what did we hear came before 7? 6. And 6 has a ball on the bottom. Let's do the next one. What comes before 3? Not after. What comes before 3? 1, 2, 3. 2. See if you can do this one by yourself. This one is 10. What comes before 10? That's right. It's 9. And 9 has a ball on the top. Good work, boys and girls. Good work, Mrs. Derry. I didn't write any numbers upside down today. Now on the back of this paper, more addition. You can do all of that by yourself. I'm sure you can pause the video now if you want to, get it done, and then push play again when it's time for this section. On this section, it says we're going to circle the correct number. So this is a little bit of a different way to use our number words. Right here, I see 7. 7. So I'm going to circle 7 airplanes. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good job. I think I heard Titus and Trinity counting. Titus and Trinity sent me pictures of their work. I was so happy to see it. I hope I see some more pictures of work. Good job, Titus and Trinity. I miss you guys. Let's do the next one. Oh, I see 2 vowels. I'm not even going to look at my chart. I'm going to mark them. 9. 9. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I used up all of those boats. I had some left over on this one, not on this one. Now let's do this one together. Who knows what that number is? F-O-U-R. So it begins with a f sound, but it's not 5. I don't see a long I. I don't hear a V. I hear an at the end. It's 4. Let's count. You know what I'm going to do this time? I'm going to do it a little different. I'm going to make one big circle that has all 4 of them in it. You can do it both ways. 1, 2, 3, 4. I only used half of those. Let's do the last one. 2. Easy peasy. Now I could have gone ahead and circled these 2 instead. And I also could have maybe just circled one over here and one over here. As long as you circled 2, doesn't matter which 2 you circled. Now right here, we're going to fill in the bubble under the shape. That's the shapes that are divided into halves. Remember we talked about pizza and pie and candy bars and sandwiches and how when they're cut in half, there's going to be the same on both sides. So let's look. Here's a circle. Is this circle cut in half? Is it divided by half? It is. These both are the same. So I am going to color that dot. And here's a rectangle. It's cut. It's definitely cut into 2 pieces, but are both of the pieces the same? I'm not going to touch that one. Oh, let's see. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 sides. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is an octagon. Just like an octopus has 8 legs. Every time you hear something that says octo, that's 8. There's 8 sides to the shape, so it's an octagon. Kind of looks like a hexagon, but a hexagon only has 6 sides. An octagon has 8. Is this octagon divided into 2 halves? It is not. I'm not going to touch that circle. Oh, here's another rectangle. Look. There are perfect squares on either side. Do you see that? If I cut that rectangle in half this way, it makes 2 perfect squares. Those are the same on both sides. Let's look at the triangle. It's not the same on both sides. I'm not going to mark it. And right here, just write the numbers. Just write the numbers, and you can do those all on your own. Almost done with today's work. Beautiful handwriting. And look, there's nothing that you have to color. On this one, I want you to trace capital Q and little q. Let's pay close attention to those arrows. It's going to help us whenever we're writing it. Every time we're making a letter that has a circle in it, a ball in it, like little b, little d, O, little a, little g, little p. And even when we're making C or G, we always start right here and go up and then go behind it and go in that direction. That's what number 1 arrow is telling me to do. Then the number 2 is just telling me to make that little stick. It's kind of like the kickstand on a bicycle that stops the bicycle from rolling away. It stops that from rolling away. That's a Q. And a Q says qua, qua, qua as a queen, or a quilt, or quicksand, or just run really, really, really quickly. All right, now little Q looks just like little P, except it's looking that way. Kind of like how B and D look the same, but one looks the other direction. But we're still making a ball. We always make the ball the same way. Start on the dot, go up, turn behind it, under, and end on the dot. And then Q, little Q stick is kind of like making A, but it goes all the way in the basement. Now look how many times you're going to write and trace Q, because it's a little bit tricky, so I want you to practice it a lot. Try to make the very last ones better than the beginning. Just like when we're learning to do something new, like when a baby is learning to walk, we've talked about this in class. First they fall, then the next day when they're walking, they a little bit further before they fall, and then before you know it, they're just running across the room. Let's make each one our best, but try to get a little bit better, all the way to the end and make that your best one. Then we have a word, we have quick, quick. Now remember, if I was marking the vowels and circling special sounds in quick, that U doesn't count. That U always just goes with the Q. So we pretend it's not even a vowel. I know that's tricky. Our language is just tricky sometimes. So you just have to remember that. So if I'm looking for special sounds, I would definitely circle this. Now you don't have to mark vowels and circle special sounds on this paper. I'm just showing you. And then I would look, and I would not say this is a vowel because it's kind of like we don't see it there. We have to pretend we don't see it there. So if I pretend I don't see the U, if it's just helping that Q along, then I would only have one vowel. And it would say quick, quick, quick. Then I want you to trace quick and write quick, because we always read first, then we trace. Quit, quit. Don't quit. Keep going till the end. And then write quit by yourself. Oh, this is 2 sentences and they both have exclamation points. We must read those very excitedly. Then write them. Don't forget, the first letter of each will be capitalized. And I even found something else hiding. A comma. Remember, a comma kind of looks like a period, but it goes a little bit under the line. Now that comma just tells us to wait before we finish reading the sentence. A period tells us to stop, but a comma says wait and then finish it. So let's read it together. This is the same word above, quick. Quick, Dave. Quick, Dave. I didn't just say quick, Dave. I said quick, Dave. That comma said just wait a teeny bit and then finish the sentence. And it's got an exclamation point, so I have to be excited. Quick, Dave. Run fast. That's how I would read those sentences. And then you write those sentences underneath. Let's see what's on the back. There's no coloring today. That means I want to see beautiful coloring here though. Right here, we're just practicing S again. Writing 2 names, that's why they're capitalized even though there's no sentence. A name always has a capital letter. And then we do have a sentence. Read the sentence, trace the sentence, write the sentence. I love you. That is the end of day 5. And if you started day 1 on Monday, that means you're finishing day 5 on Friday. And hopefully this weekend you don't have to do any schoolwork. I love you. I'm going to start getting the other videos ready for next week. And I'm just praying that we will be back in our classrooms very, very soon. I love you, and I will talk to you soon. Please send me more pictures. I miss you so much. I love you. Bye.